Hey, how's it going? Nick here. Alright, let's review this crazy Friday that we had trading futures. So, right off the bat, you already know. I couldn't get Tradovate to connect to Jigsaw today. Finally, after trying, and talking to support, I got connected even though nothing changed, but my account never showed up. So, that drove me crazy pretty much all morning. And then I said, you know what? I'm just not going to trade my Tradovate account because I need Jigsaw. Like, I'm not going to trade off of a chart. But anyway, whatever. I have multiple accounts for that reason. So let's get into it. Overnight session, kind of sideways and then pulls up. I think it dropped for a little bit. It did. Then it pushed back up, 9:30. We had that little fake push up, and then it dropped pretty far. Went sideways for about half an hour. Some decent pushes up, sideways. Pushed up real far, like nice breakout over the IB high. And then it went sideways for, 2 hours. Then a beautiful drop. That was gorgeous. Sideways again, consolidation right to VWAP, which was awesome. I nailed this with micros, and I can't wait to talk about that with you guys. Actually surprised how much you could do with micros, so it's great. I can't wait to show you guys. And then it goes straight up from there, which was, it was great. Best part of the day. Unfortunately, I didn't know this was going to happen. I stopped trading at 3 p.m. for everybody. And I thought I did the right thing because I looked and I was like, just going sideways. And then what happens at 3:30? It just launches. End of the day, rip. But yeah, that's a little overview. Now let's get into it. So, like I said, didn't really trade the first hour or so. I was losing my mind over Tradovate, but let's not freaking beat a dead horse. So let's get on the first trade. We just pushed up. We're near the high of the day. Momentum's trying to push it up. I think it's stalling out. See it stalling out. Pushes down. Take profit. Try to reverse. Because I think maybe it's going to go back up. But no, denied. So I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I going against this thing? Let's try to go back down. Trailing my stop. Today was terrible for trailing stops. I did a bad job of trailing. Trying to hold on for more profit today. And I just kept getting taken out. And that was absolutely terrible editing. But pretty much I just took profits there. Sorry about that. Get on the next trade. We're making new highs. And I'm not going over every single trade that I made, just like some key trades that I found. So in this situation, I thought I was finding the top, being a cool guy, trying to get the top. And I did a pretty good job of it. Decent pullback. Obviously, I'm looking for a 500 tick move down. Being a little greedy today, and what does it do? It goes all the way back and hits my safety stop and then pushes for new highs. So I always preach, oh, it's stuck. Just take your profits. What's wrong with you? So it's like $500 right there. $600. No, I got $20, So practice what you preach. I'm always saying, hey, when it gets stuck, like, look at the order flow. Just get out. You could always get back in. But today I was just a stubborn asshole. Excuse my language. And I was holding for these bigger moves. I thought maybe I get this 500 tick rotation. And no. Today, I don't know what I was doing. I just wanted big moves. And I pretty much just got 1 or 2 tick wins for a lot of my trades, or just stopped out. Constantly stopped out. The price action today was just a whipsaw. Look at this. Look at this chart, just up and down with these wicks. Just, it's not clean action. Not till in the afternoon. Anyway, continuing. Now it looks like it's gonna push new highs. If it breaks 130, sure enough, yep. And it broke by 10 points right there. So I mean, this is kind of chasing it, but I wasn't in it, so you just have to react. Keep it a little tight there because you're basically chasing it at that point. I got in late and stopped that again for 2-tick win, so nothing special. Then I think I'm a cool guy, gonna take it the other way, just get stopped that right away. But it pushed up again and then started coming back down. Now I'm like, well, maybe I'll get this rotation down. So I try for the short. It's really not doing anything yet. Go either way, but we're trying. That's why I'm keeping a little tight there. Now it starts working in my favor. Trailing your stop. It got stuck and then boom. 2-tick win, yay. Alright, now we're pushing back up. Looks like we're testing highs again. Just moving up beautifully. Now this was a pretty good trade. I think I finally learned my lesson on just trailing the entire move. And I finally take some profits. There it is. And that is how I should be trading all the time. I don't care if it goes, like 20 more ticks. I mean, it's better than it going all the way back down to like 2-tick win. And I'm reassessing here. Thinking it's running out of steam. Nope, actually, I thought it was just a pullback to keep going. So I tried a long. If I was quick enough, could have been okay. It looks like I'm trying a long again. Some sweet editing skills. That was trash. I got to work on these transitions. So we pushed in another high. Now I'm looking for it to run out of steam and come back. I guess I wasn't. I went long. I'm chasing for new highs. And that was a good decision because there it goes. Should be trailing it a little bit more aggressively. Yeah, not too bad. Got stuck. Could have took profits. Now we're trying again after a pullback. And you got to decide for yourself in a situation like this. Do you only take longs? Do you trade both ways? Are you trying to get pullbacks? A lot of people, if it's in an uptrend like this, they'll only go long, and it helps keep their thoughts organized and look for those situations. So then you're targeting pullbacks. I try to do both ways. So, but we did get this pullback. It's pushing up. It's nearing 45, which should be resistance up here. Other side of this volume node. It's where the previous high was. It's a nice round number. I am pretty aggressive to get my stop in there, which is good. Looks like we pushed even more highs after that. Definitely just should have tried to sit in a trend. So I'm trying to get back in the highs. I mean, gosh, definitely would have been a nice day to just sit in a long. But that's alright. You never know what's going to happen with this thing. And it does get a really nice sell-off later. So this trade, just trying to join, pushing new highs. you like that sweet transition. If anybody knows some good editing software, let me know. I'm using what's it called, OpenShot or something. It does a fine job. I mean, I don't know if you're here for really snazzy videos, just good trading. This is the same deal. We got another pullback, just another leg in the ladder. Moving up, trying to get new highs. So targeting a pullback. Confirmed with order flow pushing it up. Question you just gotta ask yourself is, do I take profits at previous resistance? Is this gonna be the end of it, or do I hold on for it to keep going? I mean, I think the safe bet is to trail it. You won't capture. Say if that pulled back right now, you're gonna lose out on $200. But say it keeps going, $500. What does it do this time? It goes pretty good. All right. I've been excited for this part. This is a part of the day where I switched to micros, trying them out. Just for the reason that I had a nice little cushion in the account, and I've been wanting to try this for a while to deal with, being right in your direction but wrong with your timing, and just getting stopped out and having just like death by 1,000 little cuts. Fortunately, I've been able to have really good wins that normally make up for that, but it's really frustrating when you are right in your direction, wrong in your timing, you get stopped out, and then it just does exactly what you wanted it to do, and now you're playing catch up trying to get into the trade. So this is my way of trying to find a solution for it. Had a cushion on the day with profit, so I just did it live, and I was really happy with the results. So it's a calculated kind of averaging in. Like, I'm going in with the plan. I am not just going to average while this thing is trending against me. So that's not what I'm talking about. For example, right here, we had a very nice rotation down to VWAP. We already had some decent buying on the order flow. We've seen buyers stepping up. In the bigger time frame, which I normally have on my other monitor, we have previous support in this area, so I decided I'm going to look for the bounce at this price point, and I want to see a rotation back up, so I need to start building a position, and I'm going to do that with small size, because if I just throw on the mini Nasdaqs, those things move like a beast, and you could do a lot of damage to your account. So I sped up the video because I'm building a position here. So I had a really nice entry. It's already working out. So my whole goal here is, if this goes sideways, I want to try to build a position around VWAP, and then I'm going to get out of my position when it makes a new low. That means that this rotation isn't done, but my whole game plan was that's done. So every time it comes down, I'm just going to try to build my position. If it immediately starts breaking up, then I'm just going to add to it. So we're down $300 here. Jigsaw chart got all messed up. Adding to it because it's holding. So a $300 drawdown for me. That's not too bad. You guys see, well, I kind of edit out the million times I get stopped out, but typically it's $160, $200 every stop out. And it happens pretty often. Like look at this. Could you imagine how often I got stopped out chasing this crap, it was pretty frequent. Pretty frequent. They're really good at making it look like momentum's gonna push this down, only to have it rip. So for me, I am comfortable with this. Now you have to make that decision on your own. What the fuck just happened? I took profits when it went up to 105. That's what happened. Terrible editing. So momentum still pushing this thing up, and this is a very nice candle here. We have this big wick down here. Didn't go anywhere. Cumulative delta showed aggressive selling, and it was stopped. It was absorbed. It couldn't go, and we're still holding VWAP with a big reaction back up, and it broke this range already. So I'm looking for it to go up. Got 4 micros on right now. Alright, could be troubling that it's coming back down. We just want to see this hold. Okay, it is holding, so I'd be comfortable adding there. Pretty close to our average. Won't take much to get back to it. Okay, I added 2 more lots. Down kind of by, what, 88, 89. It's sped up right now because this would be very long, but it's pushing up. You can see the buyers pushing it up. Some response from the selling, but they can't hold it down. That's exactly what we want to see. Every single time they try to push it down, it's immediately pushed back up. So right now I got 10 micros on, equivalent of 1 mini. This has been a key level down here. Probably could have tried adding some more, but I wanted to save it just in case that happened. So now, you know, drawdown was almost 500, and I start sweating a little bit because, you know, I'm gonna have to start recycling shares down here, getting out of, you know, at least half of my position to possibly add here or just get out. But this thing launched up insanely fast. Insanely fast. So let's watch that again. Final push down and a huge reaction for the buyers. Huge. So a lot happened right there. I mean, I know this is sped up a little bit. Right here, I have 12 micros on. Still in 12. Still in 12 right here. 35, 25. 7. Okay, so I just sold 5. Sold into strength. Okay. Sellers are getting pretty aggressive, and we know how wild of a day it is and how wild this thing could be. I mean, do what you can handle. For me, I reduced my size even more. Now I have 2. My game plan here should be to hold those 2 as long as possible. I'll add it back in. So on this dip back down from the initial response from the sellers, it was holding. The buyers were holding it. Felt comfortable. I added 2 more lots. Good call in my opinion, and I increased my stop there. Trailed it up. It hit it. It hit my stop, I'm okay with that. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. And that's why I like micros. It gives you that flexibility. It could be, yes, it could be dangerous averaging into a position, but had a game plan around it, and I didn't do it just willy-nilly as this thing's falling. I mean, I've seen some YouTubers, and it's like, it looks like they fall asleep and execute an order and then just roll with it. And then when they're down like $1,500, they'll just randomly add another contract. You can't do that. You have to have a plan. Obviously, you could always refine and improve and get better. That's why we're doing this. And if anybody sees something something that I'm doing that's raising a red flag, let me know, and maybe I could improve on it, you know? Trader communities. That's how you get better. That's how me and my buddy James and Dan, that's how we're getting better. So this momentum, this bounce here off of VWAP, this reversal, it's still going. Lots of buying, really nice. Oh my god, terrible editing. Yeah, for that I took profits. Please forgive that editing. I swear I'll work on it. All right, we're trying to get this pullback. We see support from buyers. We got the big wick. Okay, we're just in 2 because we don't trust it just yet. Now it's working for us. Trying to be patient, you know. It's a good rotation up, 430 ticks. Could be the end of it. Still holding. Starting to work more in our favor. Alright. Up to 8 contracts now. I should have definitely scaled in quicker. Up to 10. There we go. I changed it to a 5. I took half off there. Then I put a stop to try to let the rest run, and we didn't get it, which is fine because it pulled back. Now I was trying to swing this short, and then I try just to see if that was a whole rotation. I'm just in 2 right here. Pretty comfortable with that. It's immediately not working. Am I going to add to this? No, I'm not. And what did I cut in reverse? So if anybody doesn't know how to do that, we're short 2. It's not working. So you could just stop out. But what I do is I put 5. You could do any order size you want, but I did 5. And then when it comes up, I'll just buy 5, and now I'm long 3. But what happens? A terrible cut in reverse is what happens, and it immediately goes against me. And I think I was way too quick and trying to average into this. 9 contracts, it barely moved anything. Fortunately, we have the buyer support right here. I mean, that could have gone pretty bad. Hopefully I would get out. And then it launches. Absolutely launches. And the same thing as down here. I sold 6 contracts on the way up. Trying to hold 3. It's still going. Added 3, but then I got out of the whole position because it's showing weakness. Now it's showing strength. Just holding. Looks like it's going to keep going. Had 5 there. I was thinking if it keeps going, I'll throw 5 on, then another 5. Now you basically have a mini. I'm zooming out. I'm like, okay, how far can this thing go? I mean, I don't know if I trust it. Don't know if I trust it. Found resistance. Big push up with some buyers, but the sellers immediately bring it back down. Okay, I did have 5. Now I have 15. So mini and a half. Took off 5 in strength. I just took off all of it. So something I could improve on, something I'll work on. Keep playing with the minis, I mean the micros, because now I'll have some more flexibility. Because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that with minis. I mean, it could go bad enough if you don't have a plan. Like right here, I definitely was aggressive with averaging, and that could have been terrible if it kept going. Just like to think I'd get out, try to reverse it, but if you're not careful, that could do a lot of damage. So definitely don't want to do that with minis unless you have a $500,000 account or something crazy. Micros, yeah, but still, I know I'm going to be careful with it, and if anybody's going to try that, be careful with it. I am not condoning to start averaging like crazy, but if you have an idea and you want to start building into a position and you normally trade one mini, then it's not a bad idea to try to get average in with some micros, as long as you have a plan. Mine was buy VWAP for a bounce. This could have easily kept going down or just sideways. I mean, this doesn't this doesn't normally happen, but it happened today, and I was prepared for it. Where like if I didn't average into this position down here, well, I would have bought the momentum on the break. So probably would have chased this candle, maybe got stopped out, and then get back in on that. That's pretty good. But I was already in it with 12 here, and I was in control of the trade rather than being super responsive. So yeah, that's my little spiel. Sorry for the crappy editing. I need to work on that. It's pretty bad. Thanks for watching. It's been a really good week trading. I want to keep this momentum going next week. Super excited about micros. But what a strong finish to the day for the indices. So next week, new all-time highs. What? We'll see. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.